Hello, the game has started. It's me to go first. I have the cue, so I'm wondering what to do here. I think maint looks alright for 26. Not a great pickup. Duplicate the O and the L. So the Q will be a drag on the rack for a while unless opponent has not provided a spot for the Q and has created a hot spot under bend. He might have the case Y or an S. I don't know, it's hard to infer. I think echo, I thought I had two C's there, two L's, that's no good. I don't have anything. Okay, I think I think I'm going to change here. I'm not seeing a play that's maybe the M down. No, just not seeing a decent enough play to justify keeping any of these tiles. I'll keep an E, I think. Okay. That's a much better rack. Canagra, I think's good. Canagra. Carnage and So what to do? Currently Canagra Carnage doesn't play. Reagenic not quite. Hay takes a C, so Canagra for 82. What am I thinking of? Carnage. Canagra, I think might have an I in there somewhere. Anyway, on to the next rack. We have a vowel heavy one. I have voilu. There's still a pretty hot spot. Bend. Apart from the Y and the S, I don't know if it takes anything else, but it certainly doesn't take, well, I'm just not 100% sure, apart from S and Y, what it might take. I have Weiler here. Opponent plays X, okay. VU, but that's where the story. Ovule, LE, no good. No. It'd have to be V something E. So that doesn't work. What about Meave here? That scuppers the hot spot for opponent. There's still pretty hot across the top of Carnage with the axe. Takes a bunch of hooks. Yep, thought opponent would get in there. 34 points. My J plays... Jouk looks good. 48. And my J also plays here, but the V restricts extensions beyond ED. Jouk looks fine. Not a bad rack. There's some synergy going on here with the GHT. I have Laugh on my rack. No N floating out there for a ING ending. Not quite Halley, but the G would need to be the B. Does look like a good set of tiles, this. Okay, opponent burns a blank but scores 48 in the process. My H goes after ED, so a play of Hug doesn't look terrible, but one last look for the bingo. I have a light with a U. Does the T assist? And does the E assist? I'm not seeing anything. I'm going with Hug. Or do I go with... Yeah, I think Hug looks fine. Not a great pickup. I draw 2 eyes to join the one I already had on the rack. So I won't be bingoing here. The R does look like it assists this rack. Just looking at a play, pluralizing. Okay, I'm not seeing anything great on offer here. The board is pretty bingo friendly at the moment, and I'm going to hedge my bets on improving the rack by removing 2 eyes from it. There are 3 L's to come, so I might actually... I might remove an L as well. Draw another eye. It is closer now to a bingo, but is there one? Diaptase, but that's 2 A's, not 2 I's. Diarist, if that was the R. But what about oid ending words? No. Does the T assist? Probably not. Duplicates a tile on the rack. What about... I might just play PI here. For 12. It seems weak, but I'm not seeing a whole lot else. Okay, that looks a bit closer. Dilates through an stadial and foots, that'll work. Can't play it next to the F, so stadial for 85. Eugenes onto an S. No S available. Goonie seems okay here. For 26, this hotspot might attract opponent. Yeah. I draw a blank and 2 L's. Tell you I have the un prefix. Un. Clow. Okay, opponent takes out that bingo lane, which was quite handy. Do I definitely not have a bingo here? I have the ULE ending, so quite a few words ending in Yule. I think just getting rid of LEU would be a huge improvement to the rack. LEU, this will attract opponent to the top left. There's one U to come. I could just play Les at the top there. This seems unnecessarily easy for opponent to score. I might just play Les here for 12. Ah, that was removed from the dictionary. What about gulleted? No. Okay, LEU it is. Now that's a rack. Beautiful. Almost certainly will be bingoing here. G would be the best spot, so I have the IEST ending. Gladiest seems fine. And I'm not seeing a better bingo lane. Well, I could play from the U, but the G gives back more score. Not a bad pickup. Nothing for going in the front of Lud. Cloud takes an N. looking at plays. Mutt and Moa looks okay. Don't see a bingo with these tiles. But if I was to get rid of a Y and an O, they're 3 in the bag, very bingo-y tiles. Do I try out for a bingo of my own, or do I just try shut it down? I have 2.5 minutes. MY wouldn't be a bad play. 28 points, kills the S, kills the E, kills the I, just leaves the T for opponent, and a hook from the T or the L for face value. Well, the L would be doubled, admittedly, but I think this secures the win. My 428. Okay, there's 1 tile in the bag, so even if opponent does bingo, I get another turn. Not quite aeration. Not quite iron here. Okay, what do I have? I do now have the N. That doesn't really assist. Okay, opponent creates that bingo lane. Maybe just only here to take out the most useful lane. Yeah, that looks alright. Or a word ending in IER. Area. Yeah, that doesn't take... no, I've only got 1 R. What does he have anyway? Stirred. Stirred, and I don't think he has a bingo ending in an S or with an S down at the bottom. So I'm going to go with iron. Oh no, that ironed is good. Anyway, I'm just going to go with... What was I going to go with? Oni. Iron would be ironed, yeah. So where is good? W-A-I-R, or air, or Ria and Ami. 12, 14 for where. Only felt a bit weak, but I was running out of time. Strider was the other one he had, S-T-R-I. Tid, yeah, he had Strider there. guess he's looking to see if he can play. Well, he can't play above the top of my, because he doesn't have a vowel that goes above my, but then there's nothing beginning with a vowel that I can see. So yeah, no bingo lanes available for that rack. That's not quite a bingo lane, only 6 squares. So yeah, really it'd be a fancy play to come through UT and Carnages. So, yeah, I wonder if I had anything ending in IER that couldn't be pluralized, because that would have scored better. So, opponent down to his last 3 minutes, just seeing if there is in fact any spot for his bingos. So what would it be? Stirred, Strider, I don't think dirters, no, dry. Don't know if there are any other bingos apart from those two, any other anagrams. So, yeah, opponent obviously trying to find something here, but I don't think he's going to. I guess playing through or is still a possibility. Outside chance. Store rider. Okay, opponent does play red, and where to go out? For 14. So that was the end of the game. Thank my opponent. Let's see what we missed. Maint looks fine for 26. Hex for 13 with that rack leave. Opponent went with bend. Now Coelom for 24. Wow, well that's not a word I'm familiar with. D3. Coelom. Wow, very nice. Definitely better than changing. And even Selom. That is one that I do know. So, yeah, I'm surprised I didn't look at words ending in the M. I was just looking down. Anyway, I did exchange. Look at these rack leaves. They're not great. So, I think exchanging wasn't bad. Exahertz. Wow, that is a nice play. Exahertz for 77 at H2. Through the T. Tricky to spot. Lovely word. Exahertz. I'll be remembering that one. Hopefully. Kagener. Maybe that's what I was mixing. Canagra, but I think Canagra is Canaigre. Anyway, Carnage I did spot, and that was fine. Exahertz now plays for 118. Look at that, getting the H. The Exahertz from L1. Oh, from the very top, exahertz, getting the Z doubled. Wow. That's a huge score, like 2 bingos in one. And it also played at L5, so exahertz, getting the H doubled, and 96 not to be sniffed at either. Tough word though, so hopefully I'll remember it if it comes up for me next time. Evolue. So evolute without the T. Evolue. That's quite nice actually. At D10. That is here. Evolue. Okay, but it probably takes an S. So a little bit dangerous, but kind of sorted the rack out. I went with Meave, which scored 25. Zoff for 62, keeping the blank. Wow. 4L. Zoff, okay, giving some score back to me, but for 62, keeping AT blank, you got a 70% chance to 80% chance of bingoing next turn, I'd say, with lovely floating E there, and no doubt more floaters that I would have provided playing on to the F. So anyway, Zoff was overlooked. Opponent went with Fart. Jouk for 48 seems best here. Tsarevna, very nice. That's a coin, I think. Tsarevna. Oh, maybe not. Might be mixing that up. 110, beautiful. H8. From the T all the way down. Tsarevna, beautiful. 110 point play. Just shows you how valuable the Z can be, especially when incorporated into a bingo. Now, I thought there might be a bingo here, but there wasn't. Hug was best. And then Rover for 27. Yeah, pretty close. Actually, Chin for 22, keeping a very strong rack leave, was best, but opponent went with Rover, keeping 5 extra points, but look how much better the equity was for the Chin play. Now I had 3 eyes to deal with. Aioli, yeah, not a bad play. Good rack leave, but look at the score, 9 points. So what did I do? I exchanged, and opponent still had the Chin play with a decent enough rack leave. That was 22 point play at 9C. And then no bingo here. Paid for 26 was best. And what did I do? Oh, I just created a bingo lane because I thought ADIST was a really strong rack leave and it combined well with the R and the O. So I went with it. A spoof for 43. Look at that. Where was that? Oh, getting the F tripled. Spoof. Very big score there. That was a nice one. Foot for 21, and then Stadial played at 15B and also at 13F under Hugs. But I went for the trip lane. And Nep for 26, slightly better rack leave, NRS, and 1 point extra for spec. Now no S for Eugenes, but Goonie seemed best at 26. For 26, Crowd for 21. Through the O, sorted the rack out nicely for opponent. He went for a similar idea. Klau, Gefulte. Gefulte fish. I think it's a Yiddish term. if it's there's gefilte with an I. Maybe it's a variant spelling, but there is a gefilte fish is a Yiddish term for a fish food, meal made with fish, meal, something like that. Anyway, 66 points was overlooked, and but I've never seen that before spelled that way, so don't feel bad for having missed gefilte. Liu for 10 sorted the rack out really well. I just want to see ELU. So LET blank is a really good rack leave, I think. And was for 19 was opponent's best. He went with Lud. Glaziest for 68. Gladiest for 68. So similar idea. Swab for 46 at A1. Oh, blood. I often overlook that hook. This was opponent's rack, but wow, that's a big score with a very good rack leave. Yom for 29. 3 in the bag. Where was that? 3C. Yom. I did identify that spot, but I thought it probably would have secured the win because there were no 4-timers or trip lanes available for bingos. But I thought, yeah, I'll just take out these 3 lanes, the I, the E, and the S, which looked super useful, and leave 1 in the bag. So that seems fine to me. Dirties for 90 at 13H was opponent's best play. Oh, look at that. Underlapping Gladiest. Beautiful. Dirties, a 6-tile underlap. And a 90-point play. That would have put him on 417, and then, but he created that opening, and then I wouldn't have scored a whole lot with this rack after dirties. Maybe 12 or 16 tops. So, yeah. It would have been interesting because opponent would have gone out before me and got count back. So, but I think I might have had enough of a cushion if that eventuated. Oni for 9 just to take out that bingo lane, which did actually take out Strider and Tid. And then opponent had Should for 22 as his best, went with a red, and then Ware for 14. So that was the end of the game. An interesting one. A few misses. And again, time, got to manage the time a bit better. I know it takes a bit longer to anagram when you're doing a running commentary and having the analysis incorporated into it. But yeah, it's definitely something to keep in mind, the time management. Hope you enjoyed watching that game, and I will see you next time.